Hi and welcome again. This is Susan Safa. Thank you so much for subscribing. And we had our live last week, and I hope that you had a chance to watch this. And and please leave your comment if you have any comment that you want to make it better. Uh, what I'm talking about, I would be grateful to see your comments and I go through them. So for today, I'm going to talk about the hesitation that we are, and most of us, we hesitate and we become so doubtful about what is really going on. Is it in my mind or is it in just reality is happening? So what we are facing at the moment at this time, we are seeing that many events it's happening at the same time. The war between the Iran, America, Israel, and the Cologne argues about the people that they are not killed actually, or they've been killed or died before, and now they are having their Cologne just to pretend that everything is normal and is going on smooth, which actually, again, this is the level of the consciousness of the each one of us, that we can determine what will happen in the future and what is going on right now. It's going to determine, at least for the 10 next years, that what our next generation will face and go through. Just like what happened in our generation, and our parents didn't have this vast access to the technology and freedom actually to talk and speak their truth, and they had to go through the tremendous pressure, and you know that about it. In different country, it doesn't matter where you lived, it was a chaos. And right now all this chaos is coming up and is showing itself in a matter of the religious or political or parties or individuals or the entities, elites, or the majority of the 1% that have been controlling the world. So what we are facing now, it's not that we are in the doubt condition. Actually, it's tremendous information that is coming toward us from different sides, different aspects. When you open the YouTube, you see how many tons of self-improvement and news and a spiritual improvement. And it's interesting, yesterday I came across a very beautiful being, and I find out she's lesbian, and she was talking about the Jesus and how she is connecting to the Jesus. And I was wondering, is that so? I just asked her whether the Jesus has talked about her preference, sexual preference, but she didn't reply. It's not me that I can judge. As I said, I'm just with you. I'm in this path with you. I have a lot of questions too about what is true, what is wrong, what should I do, which path should we take and leads us to the right direction. Who knows where is the right direction? Well, I think that our body, I always in my videos say that body shows the right path. And I was ignoring it, and I feel that now I'm paying more attention to what my body says rather than what my thoughts are controlling my actions. And they want to drag me into the loop of the what it was and how it should be. As we always say, subconscious mind, and this is the pattern that it was built inside of that. And I was thinking this morning that when we came to this world as just a human, simple, plain kid, we were just a newborn in the world that they had a different expectation, that there been a lot of accumulation from the past history, pains and tortures and fights, wars, condemnations, criticizes, all those things was accumulated in this beautiful earth atmosphere. And now many of us, we are blessed that we are facing the time that purity is the only answer to get pure from what is not yours, and go over and review what you know. Well, what we know, that comes where we are facing the hesitation and doubts. But we don't give ourselves sometime a chance, most of us, because we are all the times involved in the survival mode, to sit and think what is actually more important in our stability, steadfast, conditioned life, so you can be secure, safe, and at peace in your daily life with yourself and then with the outside world. They demand us to rush. It doesn't matter whoever. In my family, I had it from the childhood, 4 or 5 years old, and I felt the pressure, and I kept my mouth shut, and I didn't express myself until late 40s. And you see, I'm not blaming anyone. It was the process. I needed to go through that to accept it. And again, that's why I'm sharing these videos, because many of you that you are younger, or it doesn't matter, even older age, it could be breathtaking, fascinating, liberating when you know that you had no other knowledge. You didn't know. So when you didn't know, how could you expect yourself to choose another path? But now we now know that the survival pathway that was built up in our brain from the childhood, from the scarcity, it didn't leave us even when we came out and we were safe and we felt that we are enough. But because of the programming, we always put ourselves back, push ourselves back, and we didn't go really full in myself going through the life. No, we stopped ourselves. We hesitated. We had a doubt of fully becoming ourselves, just because there was some scaffolding, some mental box that you shouldn't go further and out of this cage. So otherwise you will be in the unknown, and that's where the scarcity comes. I don't know what's going to happen. That's why many of us, we experience maybe at the early age, 16 years, 17. I'm sure now, I've been through with many speakers, and they seem that they've been through this process again at beginning 16 to 17. And there is where the identity of individuality comes up and want to show itself. But if you are in the very tense environment and very corrupt environment, it doesn't matter, family, friends, at work, even in the society, at your social interact. Unfortunately, if you are not really based on personal identity and as loving yourself, if you haven't been core and really build up in your self-loving pattern, unfortunately most of us miss the chance to grow from that early age. So it becomes kind of hard with the accumulating more negative experiences, and those experiences accumulate more negative energy in our body and in our mind. So whenever you stop it, and doesn't matter at what age, just imagine that you are whole, you are truly everything that you need, and the doubts, hesitations are just showing you how far you came, and now you can observe them and not pushing them away and ignoring them again. Just because you've been limited before, it doesn't mean that those core beliefs are right for you at this present moment. So make your choice and tell yourself, and know that there will be a tremendous pain, and you will feel this pressure on your stomach. I always mention these areas: throat, stomach, chest. You will feel them, but you need to tell yourself each time, and put your hands on your chest and calm down your body, because your body is the pure vessel. It's what is controlled by your heart. I think I once mentioned that my father died because of the stroke. His brain was not working, but his heart was working still. So it is so important for us that you are whole, beautiful sensations, loving and caring, with a full of beautiful emotions. If you want to just observe them, and don't get panic just because it is happening from the past, and in the past you ran away from it and you didn't go through the path to see what was the solution, what was the continuous, you would get to the right path, and just you stop at where you should have gone forward. And don't get panic. That is why your body remembers, has the memories, and the only one, believe me, even if you come to the therapy, first it's your own willing. First is your, at the core, you are at the pivot point that you are telling enough is enough. I want to face it, even if it's hesitation, even if it's a panic, if it's a chronic, I don't know, stomach pain, maybe heart pain, even headache, migraine. These are all because of the traumas in the past, and your body is crying for showing it some love and telling it that, my dear body, I'm so sorry that I wasn't listening to you. Now I'm out of my mind. I'm not listening to what was built during the past, my living time. I'm listening to you at this moment, and I want to calm you down, and I'm proud of you that you came with me this far, and appreciate it. And then you will start from that point loving yourself and knowing how it will be liberate you and give you a space, more space to move around, rather than being tense in a cozy, tight box framed by your thoughts you've been learned, or you might even just had the assumption of some incident in your mind, and you didn't have enough information. You just digested, and then you came to the result, and you made it in your mind final result. There is always time to change the final result. I wish you guys could take even a small point from this video, anything that can help you to open just the lights and give you just the sight maybe you can change your aspect over all your life and all the hesitation and doubts that happens in your life toward yourself. Be kind and take a one moment step back and pause and let go that thought that was built up based on assumption. Thank you for now. I see you in the next video. Until then, take care.